In this video, we're going to discuss Facebook guidelines and what you can do to improve your CTR, which is your click-through rate. One of the most important things that I can stress to you about learning to use Facebook ads is understanding the guidelines. By understanding the guidelines, that way if you make a mistake, or I should say you won't make mistakes that you normally would make, and that would cost you time and money to get that advertisement running properly. So by understanding the guidelines, you are going around all of those wrong turns you would make by not knowing these guidelines. And we're just going to take a brief run through look at them. Nothing major. And as you can see here, basically for the most part, the advertisements are pretty self-explanatory and just a lot of common sense, such things as no nudity, vulgarity, no cuss words in your advertisements, things of that nature. Just use good common sense, and you want to make sure that you abide to their guidelines for creating your actual advertisement itself, meaning what you can have for your text size, image quality, clarity, all of that sort of things. And they go over all this here in the guidelines of Facebook itself. And I'll include the link in the resource page here for you guys to find it. And here again, you see this, it just talks about the different things for including in your ads. It says for the images, ads, and sponsored stories in the newsfeed may not include images comprised of more than 20% text. So it's giving you a guideline on how to outlay your, or the layout, I should say, of your actual advertisement itself. You have to have a set amount of text and a set amount of image in the advertisement. It can't just be 98% advertisement and just a little click here. That doesn't work. And as far as ad content goes here, it tells you directly that advertisers must ensure that their ads comply with all applicable laws, regulations, and guidelines. All claims and ads must be adequately substantiated. Ads must not offend users, which goes right back to just good common horse sense, as I always call it. Ads and any offers promoted within the ads can't be false, deceptive, or misleading, or contain spam. You must not contain or promote illegal products or services, and you can't violate the rights of any third parties. So there again, guys, it's just good horse sense. Adult products can't be promoted. Alcohol, dating, ads for adult friend finders or dating sites with a sexual emphasis are not permitted. And drugs and tobacco, gambling, and lottery, as well as pharmaceuticals. So there's quite a bit that it does limit. Weapons and explosives, which, you know, here again, we're just good horse sense, but I'm also an avid NRA gun packing redneck, so that weapons thing there sort of hits below the belt a little bit, I think, but that's another topic. You can't harass, use hate message, minors, sex, or shock value. So guys, that's just some of the guidelines. Now, some of the things that you can include in your advertisement will be things like, for your image, you need to include a red or green border, because these get a 70% higher click-through rate. And the other 30% it says comes from your headline and title. So keep that in mind. If you add that border of a red or green border, it's going to make the person's eye visually stimulate to look at that advertisement. And it works, guys. It really does work. The higher traffic will increase your click-through rate, of course, which means a lower Facebook ads cost. That's the formula for getting the 1 to 2 cent clicks. And 2 strategies for increasing your click-through rate, which we just pretty much gave the one away. was the red or green borders and eye-catching titles, which I've given you some examples here of things on the right here that you see they have the little red border around the right, all the photos, and they have eye-catching titles, like explode your traffic or #1 local targeting or marketing tool. Those are just good strategies. Strategies for getting 1-cent clicks: bid at almost what you should do, they recommend to bid 2 cents below Facebook's suggested bid and keep Facebook users on Facebook pages longer. By doing this, it makes your advertisements cost less, and you can use things like Facebook apps, things that you have created, or good post. Writing very, very good posts will help you more than anything. So guys, that's just a few things you need to keep in mind when you are going through Facebook. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.